We get a nice up-close look at Henry today. What was it that you saw kind of jumped out to you since the time that you've been able to watch him in person?
His skill level always jumps out. He's a really big kid that absolutely jumps out too, but his ability to handle the ball and shoot the ball has kind of always been unique for a guy his size. So in high school at Marquette and today, he continues to show that he's pretty dynamic for a big guy with his skill level. And I think he played a lot in high school with the ball, and that carries through, and now he's kind of really filling out physically, so it's a nice combination to have.
Skill level, it always seems like it's kind of a veteran trait. So does that put him kind of ahead of the eight ball in terms of acclimating himself to the NBA right away?
Well, it's obviously applying your skill level in the NBA takes some time for everybody that comes in, so it helps to have that as a base and continue to improve as all the shooting and ball handling, but he has a good base to build on upon coming into the league and really devoting himself to being a full-time basketball player.
When you say skill level with him, is it different things than most big guys because he can do so many different things?
Yeah, I think his ability to kind of face the basket, that's where his skill level sticks out. His ability to handle the ball a little bit, play off the elbow, hit jumpers, step out, hit the three. So for a big guy like him, he does have stuff in the post, but it kind of sticks out even more when he does step away and how natural he is with the ball.
Is it concern with him lateral quickness, pick and roll defense, that sort of thing?
It's a concern for everybody, I guess, but no, he moved his feet well today. Obviously, it was a one-on-0, so you can't completely simulate the pick and roll action, but we have enough coaches out there to kind of see how he slides. So I think he's still a young kid. He's about 19, and he doesn't turn 20 for a while. So I think he's still kind of getting used to his body, and you can kind of maximize that as it goes on with further development with strength and conditioning and all those type of guys.
Does athleticism, in terms of jumping and just getting to the ball fast, show up with him? Because he was a multi-sport athlete in high school.
Yeah, he's a very athletic family. I think his brother that transferred in was like the Big Ten high jump champion. So, and I think he has another brother that runs track at another college. So he grew up in an athletic family. So he has a big body. He's long, which also helps. And you can sense that he's been around sports for a while because his hand-eye coordination and everything's pretty impressive.
How do you see his improvement as a passer in the pick and roll?
It's like as you play with better players, you move to the pros, he's good with the ball. So when you're kind of used to handling the ball, and again, going back to high school, probably more than at Marquette, he's making quick decisions and passing. So as he comes in and defenses are flying at him, which they will in the NBA, making quick decisions on who to kick it back out to, when to keep it, when to go, he'll be well suited with his kind of high level skills.
Big men who can shoot, it's easy to assume that they're kind of content hanging out around there. Does he show the aggressiveness that you want to see from a guy that way? He's not just content sitting out there waiting for jumpers?
I thought he did a good job of, when he was at Marquette, of feeling that he had some sort of mismatch in the post, of being willing to kind of post guys up and go down. It's a nice turnaround jumper to go to back then, and he's got long arms that he can kind of get tricky around the rim. So it's not a guy that's completely just out there floating around. He's a guy who can mix it up a bit.
Did you get good?
How do you deal with the increased distance at the three-point line here?
He shot it well today, so I think he's been working out in LA. They've done a good job preparing him, so he didn't show really any major issues. He shot it well, so he did a good job of shooting from the NBA line.
Did you get some time to get to know him as a person off the court?
We met him in Chicago, and I think we'll spend some time with him today. And I'm really impressive kid. Has a great family back home that you can sense that he was raised the right way. Really nice. He likes soccer. I like soccer, so that's something to talk about later. So, but no, he seems like a really good kid.
You've had some single man workouts the past couple of days. Has that been per your request, or is that per the player's request?
It's usually the agents kind of run the process on that one, so we make do with what we get. Obviously, ideally we do 5-on-5. We're not allowed to do that. We can do 3-on-3 is the best thing we can do there in the pre-draft process, but we're happy to get guys in. Again, we've done our heavy lifting, scouting these guys at different times over the course of a couple of years, or different guys even more time than that. So it's nice just to get them in. Ideally, you want to see them in like a 3-on-3 so you can see them and simulate as much as you can in that setting, but we're happy to get them in regardless, and even in a 1-on-0, we get some value of putting them through the different things we kind of want to see as best we can.
While he is a young player, what concerns do you have about him?
In terms of
just being a freshman and well, I mean, being physical, kind of as you said, being physically like still growing, but just his basketball skills overall.
Well, the skills are advanced for his age. Obviously, like every single rookie, there's very, very few of them that can step right in the NBA and be prepared. He does have a big frame, so I think that does help him. So normal concerns of getting used to the NBA level defensive rotations and used to defending the best players in the world. So no huge major concerns, but normal stuff for most rookies.
The group that was here earlier today, definite international flavor. Is that to your guys' benefit to have them all in here together?
Now the timing just worked out where it wasn't really planned to have kind of United Nations workout, but it just worked out today. So we had kids from all over, and it was fun to watch. So kind of see them in all one place, and it wasn't by plan, it just by scheduling. It happened that we had guys from all over. So.
Doesn't get much bigger than the big men matchup that you had in this gym.
No, it's funny because Peter, I think, is like over 7 feet tall, and he looked at him and it looked like he's about 6'8", 6'9", because there's big giants with Papianis and Mamadou. So Mamadou makes everybody look a little bit tinier.
Does Peter look like a future stretch four? Could he be a rim protector too?
I think his strength is his ability to shoot the ball and get it off quickly. He did that at Le Mans. He's done that with the French junior team. So his big thing, he's long, he's athletic, and he gets the shot off really quick. And I think defensively, like you said, with those kind of physical makeup, he could be a guy that could block some shots as well.
Was it unintentional just to call Jerry Blake's just like a couple minutes before the workout? It seems like the.
Well, sometimes you get late cancellations, and you have to kind of have a guy that's local, and we have to have Jerry come in and be available for us. And you never know with this process what might kind of come up, and we were happy to have him in. He did a good job kind of coming in late minute.
What interest would the team have in acquiring him?
Say again?
What interest would the team have with him?
With Jerry?
Yeah.
It's like anyway, we bring him in and we evaluate him for anything. So whether it's draft, it's summer league, it's D-League purposes, we bring guys in to watch him. Obviously, we've seen him a lot at Arizona State, so we have a pretty good feel. We're happy to have him in today.
What intrigues you about Hernan Gomez?
Another guy that can really shoot it. So he had a good year shooting the ball to Estudiantes in Madrid. He comes from a great basketball family. His brother obviously was drafted a couple years ago by the Knicks and played in Sevilla. And it's funny, his brother is a certain style, kind of big and strong and skilled, where Juan is really kind of light on his feet and athletic and a shooter. So he shoots the ball really well. He's pretty skilled. He can put the ball on the floor. So as a developing 4-3, 3-4, however you want to see him, I think his appeal is in that, his ability to move around and hit shots.
Are he and Peter both guys that need to continue to develop, or is either of them looked ready yet for a transition?
Well, I think all those guys are ready. Every player that we'll bring in, whether it's domestic or national, has to continue to develop. But both those guys have played at a high level. Le Mans had a good season in France. The Estudiantes plays in the ACP, which is really good. So they've had good experience and kind of put themselves in a good position for this process and going forward, whether it's whenever they come over.
You do think Hernan Gomez will have enough ball handle to handle the three?
In time, yeah. He puts the ball on the floor pretty well. He can go east-west and get to the rim a little bit. And I think the threat of the jumper always, when you have that, makes your handle a little bit better, especially when you got a little bit of bounce too. So I think in time he'll be a unique guy that can maybe slide into a couple different positions.